This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast.
Hey. Look at us. We're like Christmas colors.
Oh my gosh, I'm wearing
kind of red.
green, you're wearing red. Yeah, we're trying to reclaim a moment in time.
I have a question for you. Maybe this isn't too fun to talk about.
Ask me.
Because I've thought about this a lot, like while watching horror movies and stuff, of like when I've asked a lot of, like, you know, that time where it's like, okay, we're going after the monster. Like they've come up with a plan, they're ready. Do you have certain clothes that you would wear to be like, these are gonna be my like monster hunting clothes? Or like, okay, we're going to a haunted house for the night, we don't know what's gonna happen. Do you have like comfort clothes or like something where you're like, I'll look cool in it or I'll feel cool in it? And did you have that for when you were evacuating?
No, I mean, I've never thought of this before.
Oh, I think about it all the time.
My cool clothes, but it is something that I would now consider. In fact, like as we're recording this, it's only January 14th. So you guys will be hearing this probably in a very different situation, hopefully. But now that I have experienced a quick evacuation, I have decided to maybe do a season, like every season, update a bag.
Smart.
But no, because I silly me, stupidly, I packed everything else, all the important stuff,
Yes.
but waited on clothing until it was actually, because we had that surprise fire that no one saw coming because it didn't exist.
Yep.
So like we should have had more notice on getting out. But so yeah, I packed like 2 sweatshirts and leggings.
Yeah.
And just the shoes that I wore.
Yeah.
It wasn't enough.
No. We were like packing. We were packing with like being like, and we will probably like, and I was like trying to figure out a sweatshirt, and I just bought a really rad vintage Spud McKenzie Bud Light sweatshirt. And I was like, oh, this one I have to save. This one's coming with me for sure. I'm wearing it right now, dude.
Now, I will say that one of this is not an ad for Newly, but I have a subscription box where I get like rent clothes every month. So they and I had it by the door and I hadn't even opened it yet. So I
just grab it.
Yeah.
Smart.
So at least I do have like, you know, I had like a few extra sweaters in there and some pants.
Oh, nice.
So Newly.
But now you're going to think about that of like, whenever you're like, okay, we got to go hunt some demons. I'm going to wear something cool.
Well, I guess it's all dependent on what you got to go hunt.
True.
And what weather is like.
True. Very true.
Because that was the problem with coming out to the desert where it's so cold. I was like, uh-oh.
Oh my God.
Poopsie. I'm not prepared for this.
No. You know, you talking about it last time, I was like, I have a big old jacket ready to. I was like, I brought like a windbreaker. And I was like, no. It's wintertime.
And it snows out here.
Yeah, it does, huh?
I don't think it's going to anytime soon, but like, it'll get a snow. So I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah, oops a daisy.
Also, look, don't be crazy, but maybe pack a swimsuit just in case. Not, I know you're not a swimming person, Betsy, but other
No.
people, you never know when you need a
You
little
never
dip.
know when you're like in Palm Springs for a week.
Yeah.
You know?
Or you have to go to a hotel and then you're
Or you
like, you
go to a
just,
hotel.
that was our rule when we were on Tourco for UCB long ago. And I used to
Yes.
do that was always bring a swimsuit just in case.
Just in case. Just in case. I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
might as well.
might as
All those
well.
fun, weird hotels in weird towns where they're like, this is the nicest hotel in town. And it was like a fun Holiday Inn.
Oh, yeah. I remember we were in Montana. Wait, Billings. Where's Billings?
Billings, Montana, I think.
Okay, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, guys. But Nicole, I fucking got to the airport at LAX and was like, I don't have my coat. Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
But
When were you there? I
oh,
mean,
in
even
February. It was in February. In February, Billings,
Marcy.
pretty cold February. So I didn't have a coat, but I weirdly had a fox fur hat that someone had let me borrow, which is
Oh my,
insane.
that is so funny, and that feels very Billings.
Yeah.
Where is it? Billings?
Yeah, Billings. And
I think
then, but
Montana. Yeah.
yeah, then they had an indoor swimming pool. And this was back in the day when Nicole used to wear a swim dress.
Yes.
So
Yes.
she makes me get drunk at a bar drinking grape flavored vodka.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And then she was like, I'm going swimming. And I was like, I'm going to bed. So she just swam at this indoor pool in her swim
Great.
dress,
Great.
living her best life.
Just doing it.
Back,
Torco.
I remember the swim dress days where I was like, what do you think you're accomplishing wearing a dress in a pool? What is
Very
happening?
old timey, very old timey,
It's
where it
so funny
was
to
just
think of her
like,
now wearing anything like that.
yeah, she would never.
Who would never,
She would
never,
never.
never, never.
Hey, has anything spooky happened? You're in the
I mean,
desert.
I'm in the desert. Last night was a full moon.
Okay.
Nothing's, and I went to Walmart. That's
Hey,
not spooky. It's the best.
Walmart. We would just in high school and middle school to be like, should we just like go hang out at Walmart?
That's what we did
Just go hang
too.
out at Walmart. And it was always so fun.
Yeah, just like walking around. They have cinnamon toast crunch that's stuffed with vanilla icing.
What? Wait, the cereal that
Yes.
has icing in it? I gotta get that for Mono.
Yeah. I took a picture. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, that's
It
nuts.
was nuts, Betsy. And then they had a birthday cake flavor too. And I was like, this is
Yep.
insane. Here, I'll send it to you right now.
Walmart, dude. They're crazy.
They're
They're
crazy.
crazy.
But no, nothing, any spooky things happening to you other than life?
Other than life, I had a sleep paralysis thing on the night that we went to Redondo Beach.
What happened?
Um, we were sharing, Gailey and I, we were in like the her sister's spare room, her office, and we were like on a sofa couch, and I was like sleeping really hard, and then felt I thought it was Gilly like trying to wake me up and like shoving my back, and I was like trying so hard to wake up, and I was like trying to be like, get up, dude. And I thought I was like thrashing around and stuff. And then I finally woke up and I was like, okay, something's happening. But Gilly was sound asleep.
That's creepy. I
It was
mean,
really wild.
I'm sure it's a stress thing, but also
Yeah.
like why would your body be like, get up, get up, get up, get up? I mean,
I
because
don't
it's
know.
ready for something,
I
but
guess, yeah, maybe it was prepared to be like, let's go.
we
But
gotta
it
go.
was just like, whoa, dude.
Too
Too
creepy.
creepy. Too creepy. I
No,
know.
me, that's too scary.
It's too scary.
Yeah,
Too
I got
scary.
nothing. Thank
Yeah.
God.
Hey, that's good.
I don't think I could handle anything else.
No.
I need a feckin' break.
We all need a feckin' break.
I want something silly to happen instead.
Yeah, why can't why can't we all just get like free Taco Bell or something?
Yeah,
Wouldn't that be wild?
wouldn't be kooky crazy.
Wouldn't that be cookie crazy?
Well,
For it to
what?
rain Cool Ranch Doritos.
Yeah, or maybe something crazy like, I don't know, a bunch of rain.
Oh God, wouldn't that be cool?
I'm
It
worried
is.
though about later when rain comes that like, uh-oh, well,
Oh
will
no.
everything slide down the mountain? Oh
Maybe. I
boy.
don't know. Will
God,
it?
I love LA so much, but it wasn't a well-designed originally. The concept of the city
Yeah.
might have been a bad idea.
It's the best place though.
It's
Let's
the
listen
best
to
place.
something spooky, huh?
Yeah, thank God. Yes.
Yeah.
This is old news by the time we're listening to this anyway.
Yeah. Who
All
knows
right.
what's gonna be happening when
Absolutely.
this comes out?
When this comes out, everything's a utopia. All
Yeah.
right. I'm going to play one right now.
Yes.
Hey, Betsy and Marcy, and all of the Funny Feeling podcast listeners. My name is Julie, and I've been listening since probably the fall of 2024. And I keep hearing you asking for listener stories. So here is mine. I grew up in the same house that my mom grew up in, and my mom, my grandmother, and I lived together in that house after my grandfather died. And there were several things that happened on a fairly regular basis for probably the better part of 10 years or more. One thing was that we would get those phone calls where there was no one on the other end. I don't feel like that happens as much with cell phones these days, but this was the landline, and it definitely sounded like there was someone on the other side, but no one would ever speak. And finally, my mom decided that it was her grandfather, or that rather it was her father, my grandfather. And she would say, "Daddy, we're all right. Thank you for calling and checking on us, and we love you." And then the phone calls would stop for a little while, and then maybe something eventful, good or bad, would happen in our lives, and the phone calls would start again. And then once my mom talked into the phone, they would stop again. Another thing that happened in our house pretty regularly, we had two things that would fall off the walls and just land in the middle of the floor. One was a clock in the kitchen, and the other was a painting in the living room. I don't know of any reason why, it would be connected to my grandfather. He wasn't around with either of those items. They were new to the house, or maybe that was a problem. Maybe it was that they were new. But at least 3 or 4 different clocks in the kitchen would fall off the wall and land in the middle of the kitchen floor. Nothing would ever break or shatter or, get knocked off the counter while it was falling. And we put it back up, and then eventually it would just stop working. And it wouldn't matter if you put fresh batteries in it or not. And this was the same for several clocks that we tried to put in that space. And after they just kept falling and not working, we gave up, and we just didn't have a clock in the kitchen anymore. In the living room, there's a big painting, probably about 16 by 20, and it had a huge frame around it, one of those like 2-inch intricate gilded wooden frames. So it was a pretty substantial painting to have on the wall. So to come off the wall on its own was not likely. And if it had, it would have slid down the wall, but that was not the case. So this painting usually hung over our piano, and on top of the piano, my mom would keep a bunch of different crystal picture frames and candle holders and little knickknacks and crystal jars. She was obsessed with crystal. And now the piano was her childhood piano that most likely my grandfather did buy for her, but we would find the painting in the middle of the floor. And when you'd look at the piano, there would be nothing knocked over, no scratches, nothing broken, no nicks or scrapes on the frame, no cuts in the canvas of the painting. We just pick it up and put it back on the wall, which was kind of hard to do. You know, we had to it usually took two people, and we had to lift it up over all the crystal stuff very gently to get it back on the nails. But anyway, I would say that happened at least 3 or 4 different times. And yeah, no real explanation for that either. And then the most spooky of them all, I was sleeping upstairs one night, and by this point, my mom was not physically able to come up the stairs, and my grandmother was in her 80s, so she wasn't going to come up the stairs either. They would, if they needed me for something, they would more than likely just stand at the bottom of the stairs and yell up for me. Anyway, I was just about to fall asleep, and it felt like something sat down on the bed next to me. And as I'm trying to process who it could be, I'm thinking, well, it's definitely not my mom, and it's definitely not my grandmother. They wouldn't come up here. So I turn over to look, and instead of a person, I see kind of a misty, transparent oval in the air, like almost the size of a human torso, I guess. And I completely freaked out and started yelling at it and said, you have to leave in the name of Jesus. You have to leave this house and don't come back and don't bother us anymore. And as soon as I said those words, the misty oval lifted up, and it moved faster than a person walking, but it kind of glided around the furniture like it was avoiding, like a person would, not going through things. And then it went down the stairs, and just a few seconds later, I heard this huge boom. The best way I can describe it would be like sort of like a sonic boom, and like you could kind of feel the force of the sound. And for some reason, instead of staying in bed afraid, I went downstairs. And I know my mom and grandmother heard the sound because it woke them up, and they were standing. When I got downstairs, we were all standing, like we converged at the dining room, and we're looking over, and the front door has been completely blown wide open, which was, nearly impossible because the storm door on the outside, it opened out, and the big wooden door on the inside opened in. So you would have to have a push and a pull to get that door to be open all the, wide open all the way. Amazingly, we were all very calm and somehow very chill about it, and we closed the door and we went to bed. Nobody ever really talked about it after that. But we had given up on the clocks, but none of the paintings ever came off the walls again. Yeah, so those are the things that happened to me, particularly in that house. And oops, I'm almost to the 8-minute mark. So I will say bye, and don't shit your pants.
Bye. Whoa. Goodbye. Wow. Do you think Grandpa was like, okay, fine, I'm out of here? Do you think that was Grandpa or another?
I don't know. There was so much going on. It's like, was Grandpa like attention starved?
Yeah, maybe.
Was Grandpa like one of those? I've never met a grandpa who's like, let me make this all about me. But I'm positive there are grandpas.
There are absolutely grandpas who are like that.
That was not my grandfather. fathers either of their
Right.
deals, but like surely, yeah, there are some who are like
There's totally,
some hey, watch this grandpas.
absolutely some hey, watch this, grandpas.
I mean, that's what I would be curious about. What was he like in life?
Yes. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Because this is a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah, and it's not just knocking stuff around, like it's lifting up a big old painting and placing it down and like making sure clocks don't work.
Yeah. Calling on the phone.
Calling on that phone. Weird, wild.
A lot. That's a
That
lot
was a
going on.
lot. That was
I
a lot
mean, could also
happening.
be like poltergeist activity too. That's like
True.
not just a ghost, but like the energy
Yeah.
of like the kids in the house or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a lot though.
That's
Julie,
too much.
that's a
That's too
lot.
much, dude. That's too much.
Oh man. And like it doesn't seem like it was particularly scary to them though.
No, yeah, it seemed kind of just like, oh, yep, the painting's down again. Wild.
I guess that's sort of how I am about a lot of things where I'm like, ugh, this thing happened again.
Here we go again.
Here we go again.
I know. I'm curious because I want to be like, I would fucking freak out and move, but it's like, oh, yeah.
So
Would it get to where it's just like, oh, okay, I
yeah,
won't put a
sometimes
clock there. I
it
don't
just
know.
doesn't hit you as hard as you think it's going
Yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're like, whatever. I
All
don't
right,
know.
fine. I don't. Hey, man. And this has been more and more. Hey, I don't give a shit. I just don't give a shit. There's
It,
other stuff I got to give a shit about.
it was like sometime in the last year because I living in the house that I've been in for the year, and I like woke up because there was a loud noise, and I was like, in my old house I had cameras outside so I would
Yes,
see. This one I don't, but but don't I'll put them up now.
but they're
Don't
up.
come
They're up
get
right
me.
now.
I
Don't
put them
worry.
up. But I was like, did someone break in? I can't deal with it. I went back to sleep.
Yeah,
I didn't even
yeah.
get up.
Hey, and you survived.
They were like, she's lazy. Let's go get
Yeah, let's
someone
get out of
else.
here. If she's this lazy, you know she doesn't have nice stuff.
I mean, the good thing is, sorry, I'm yawning. The good thing is that I don't. So like, and I have a lot of stairs. So if you want to take the one nice thing, which is a 5-year-old large television,
Yeah, good luck.
it's heavy, man, and it's a
It's
lot of
really heavy.
stairs, and you have to make some corners too. So
Oof. Yeah, good luck.
good luck.
Good luck.
I got nothing else of value in the house. If you want, I guess my business, like paperwork from the state where I had to. That's hard for
If
me.
you
It's
want to
valuable to
take it
me.
and like, I don't know, fill it out for me because I don't understand what it is.
I know I have it, but I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah,
I
I
know
don't
I'm
know what
supposed
to
to have
do.
it. It's from the Secretary of State, and I don't know why I have it, but I
I
do.
think I got something like that. And I looked
Yeah.
at it, I was like, I'm not filling this out.
It's so funny how they're just like, yeah, you're an actor, you're a writer, incorporate yourself, be a business. And you're like, I don't know what the fuck that
Yeah.
means.
Okay, but and everything you send me, I'm not gonna do it.
I literally wait until you guys just take money from me.
Same
Lean me,
same where it's like,
baby.
I don't know.
I gotta get more responsible.
But then we hire people to do that.
Yes.
And I feel like we still have to do so much work.
It's so stupid. And then it's like, well, the state catches on fire. And so you're like, okay, you have 3 more months to do it. And it's
Do we?
good. I'm sure we will.
We
We got
will.
an extension a few years ago because of
Right.
some other natural disaster.
Right. We will for sure.
Yeah, they'll be like, fine, you can do it in October. And you'll be like, guess what? I'm not doing until the
I'm
day
even
before.
extending that.
Exactly.
I don't like doing any of that stuff.
I don't either. I don't either. And I don't care. Like, it's not about the money. It's truly just about the time and mental energy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so bad with money that I'll pay whatever you need.
Me too. I'm just like, yeah, take it. If it's a
Take
little
it.
bit easier for me.
Take it. I don't care. It's just money. And literally, Like, I think we found out in the past few weeks, it doesn't even do that much for you. Like, I mean, it can help you. That's for sure. That's for sure. I definitely like have seen that. But like,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
man, you can also just like be like, well, I don't know what happened to it. It went away. Mm.
Bye.
Oh man, that was like a crazy thing about like when I did evacuate that like I got out here. I think I might have said this when we recorded the last time, but that there was a power outage here, so like I couldn't get food
Right.
or anything. And then I was like, I guess I should get cash. Is this like old timey? Like you have to have, but then I
Right.
don't even know if people would accept cash anymore.
I know. I don't know.
I got my cash for buying a gun. And when I buy my gun, I have as much food as I need all of a sudden.
Yeah, you do. All the raccoons.
Me and the raccoons walking down the street. I cock my gun and they're behind me in a V formation.
Yes. Just digging through the trash. That's very funny.
Digging through the trash. Yeah, my gun is so that I can dig through your trash, not take your food from you.
No way. Just dig through your trash. Let me dig through your trash. Okay.
It's my trash now.
Don't point it at us. Just dig through it's already trash. Dig through it. Come on, let me dig it.
It's so far from the house. It's down by the road. You don't have to knock on our
why'd
door.
You come up here and shove a gun in our face to go dig in the trash down there. Please go.
Go.
Take it.
Do you want
go
a
through
sandwich?
Recycling. Go through. Yeah. No, of course I don't want a sandwich.
I want your old pizza box.
Yeah.
Licking the grease.
Gotta get that grease.
All right, I'm gonna play another one.
Yeah.
Hey, Betsy and Marcy, this is Catherine. Decided to do a voice memo this time. You guys have read 2 of my stories before, which I really appreciate. I absolutely love your podcast, love everything about it. The stories, you guys are amazing. So thank you. And yeah, let's just get right into this story. This story happened about, I want to say 5.5 years ago now. It was kind of a random event that me and my 2 best friends decided to do. I've always been very into like witchy type stuff. I'm very into tarot card reading, psychics, ghosts, like you name it. I love that kind of stuff. Always have. And I am actually pretty sensitive to a lot of that stuff. And so my friends, knowing this about me, decided that they were going to take me to this like witch coven event that was happening at this New Age church in Portland, Maine. And so we went there, and it was, around the Halloween season. And the church is really interesting looking, where it kind of looks like almost like an old cottage. It was very cool looking. Anyway, we pull up, and there's quite a few people there in the parking lot, and they look, very witchy, very long hair, really colorful clothing, just like really alive and vibrant, which was really cool. And as we go to walk up the steps to go inside of this, I guess, church to meet this coven, I see an older woman with really long gray hair sitting on the porch in like a rocking chair. And then on the railing of the porch was a young man. If I had to guess age at the time, he probably was no more than, I want to say, 19, 20 years old, maybe. He was pretty striking in appearance, very like sharp bone structure, dark hair that was like shoulder length, and he was dressed almost like kind of how you would imagine a gypsy to be dressed. Dark clothing and kind of like different patterns and stuff like that. And he had really striking like dark brown eyes. I remember that distinctively, just thinking, oh my gosh, I have never seen eyes that dark before. And as we were going up the stairs, he, we nodded to both of them, and he nodded to us and smiled, and Besides noticing his striking appearance, we just kind of walked into the building. I do remember feeling kind of weird about it, though. It sent kind of like a weird sensation like through my spine a little bit. And I remember just kind of looking back at him, and he was still smiling at us and just kind of being like, he seems a little like something seems weird there. Anyway, when we were inside the church, it was this coven. They had set up all of these homemade like witch balls, soaps, different kinds of salts, and that kind of stuff there. It was very cool. And then they started kind of talking about a ritual that was supposed to take place that day. And so everybody's circling around and listening, and I get this weird sensation across my shoulders again. And that's kind of a sign for me that when I should be paying attention or something, I get like almost like tingling feelings across the tops of my shoulders. And so I turn around, and that man, or a young man, is standing directly behind us. And my best friend and cousin Shane turned around and saw him too. And we just kind of nodded at him again and didn't, really say anything. But we did notice that he was standing almost too close. So I kind of remember looking at Shane and just being like, giving him a face like, this is kind of weird. All of a sudden, he asks us a question. He says, so what do you two think about what's going on here? And we, responded, we're just like, oh yeah, we've never been to something like this before, but it's really cool. We're very interested in this, and, always have been. And his response was, oh, interesting. I'll have to keep that in mind. And my cousin and I look at each other like, oh, that's weird. Like, what do you have to keep in mind? That's okay. So then the young man moves to a different part of the crowd. And I remember saying to my cousin, I don't know what it is about him, but he's kind of starting to weird me out a little bit. Like, I'm getting some weird feelings. And my cousin said that he felt the same way and almost felt like wary, like we needed to watch ourselves with him. And I said, yeah, I feel the same way. Like, it's interesting. So then before we know it, he's back behind us and just not saying anything. But I remember him just standing really close. And when I went to turn around and, ask him to kind of back off, he was gone. And both my cousin and I were pretty shocked by that because he was just right there. And then all of a sudden he's nowhere in the room. We don't know where he went. So after the ceremony was done, we go outside, and in the back of this New Age church is this really cool, intricate garden with stones and different designs and stuff on it. And I was talking about how uncomfortable the young man made me feel and if we had seen where he went. My friends said that they didn't see where he went, but that, yeah, they agreed with the feeling and they felt like we should just leave at that point. So I said, okay, we can leave. I just want to pop in real quick and look at the soaps. I think I want to grab one of the soaps. So we go back in, and the old woman that we had seen when we originally walked in was the one behind the soap stand. And so I asked her, I said, excuse me, did you know the young man who was sitting next to you on the porch? And she looked kind of perplexed and was like, what young man? And so I described him to her, and she just shook her head and said, there was no young man sitting on the porch with me when you walked in. And so, of course, at this point, my cousin and I are just stunned, and our other friend is also stunned. And we said, are you sure? Like, this is what he looked like? And she said, I promise you that no one was there. And so we, at that point, promptly left with our soap, and we have not been back since. And all that we remember is the strange feeling of just that we needed to watch our backs for some reason around this, I guess, being, or if it was a ghost, or I don't even know. But the fact that the woman did not remember seeing him still shakes me to this day because he was sitting right next to her. So anyway, that's my story. Thank you guys so much for having this awesome podcast, and don't shit your pants. Okay, bye.
That's
Ooh.
so spooky.
Creepy hot ghost is spooky.
Oh man, it made me think it was like someone like witch hunting.
Ew, Marcy. He was the witch hunter?
Mm-hmm. That he was like, what do you think of this? And then when they're like, oh, we think
Ew.
it's
We don't
interesting, he's like,
know.
I'll keep that in mind.
Ew,
What did you
Marcy.
think?
Yeah, he was just a weird ghost.
A weird ghost. A
Just a
weird
weird hot
ghost.
ghost.
Weird hot ghost.
That's it. Ew. A witch hunter, but wasn't seen by that old lady.
No, because she was like, he can't do anything. Fuck that guy.
Fuck that little weirdo.
That little
He's just a little wiener.
that just little wiener boy.
Just a little wiener boy hanging out around here. No.
Good luck, wiener boy.
What the fuck? I thought they were gonna like find his grave or something.
Oh.
You know, I was like, oh my god, what the fuck?
You wanted
That's
them
so
to
weird.
you wanted them to put in more footwork, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Come on,
Get your
figure
sleuth
out
shoes
who this.
on.
Figure out who this hot ghost is, man.
Yeah. Cancel
Wild.
brunch.
Cancel brunch, okay, and go find that hot ghost. Hey, you have a smaller chapstick today.
You know what's funny? About so this one says lip balm, and this one over here says swivel stick, and I was like, yeah, it says moisturizes dry
Yeah.
lips, but it also says it's a 3-in-1 lip, face, body, spot moisturizer.
Oh,
So then I just started like rubbing it on dry
yes.
spots.
Yeah, that's good. I need one of those. I got some dry spots.
Yeah, this is the cocoa butter formula.
Cocoa
Cocoa
butter.
butter.
Cocoa butter.
Yum,
What
yum,
a
yum.
wild, like to go to an event like that and then have something kind of.
It's the dream, Betsy.
That's the dream, dude.
Why?
That's the dream.
Why do anything if you're not going to have a very special encounter?
Yeah. Hey, that's why I don't do anything.
That's why I stay in. That's why, you know, over the weekend, I was like, I need to be around people. But then I got over that. I got over it. I was around them
But then I got over it.
and I said, I need to be alone in a house in the middle of the desert. Last night when I pulled up after my Walmart adventure, I was like, literally, I can't even see lights from other. I'm like
Oh my gosh.
by
Dude.
myself
That's
here.
wild.
I see up on a hill there's a big house, but what are they gonna
There you
do?
go.
They're not helping me. It probably would take them 15 minutes to drive here.
How wild, dude.
Don't come get me, guys. If I'm
Hey,
still
don't.
here for a month from now, please don't come.
Please don't. Please
Don't come get me, please. Don't come get me.
Don't get her. Don't get her, dude.
Nah, nah, nah.
No.
When do we go to a witch church?
I'm pretty open.
But my calendar got cleared, honestly.
Mine got fucking. Poof. Yeah, I would go try it. I would go see what's up at a witch
It'd
church.
probably be very nice.
I think it would be more like, oh yeah, this is pretty fun.
Yeah. I have not encountered someone who like who's done well, it makes sense why. I'm not like, I haven't encountered someone doing like dark arts, but
Yeah.
it makes sense that I wouldn't because I'm in
Yeah.
LA with a bunch of like frou-frou people being like, I'm a witch.
Yeah, we're all witches.
We're witches.
We're witches.
And let me tell you, I don't look down, but I don't consider myself in that realm of like white girl witch
Okay.
because
WGW.
yeah. And only because like it like runs in my family more like,
Right.
like
I feel I've known you for a long time and you've been talking like this the whole time. Where I feel there are other people where it's just kind of
it's
started
new.
with that.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, definitely like from I'm sure every little girl was reading books about like witchcraft when they were in third
Bony
grade.
legs. Do you remember Bony Legs?
No.
I feel I've talked about it on this podcast. Such a good scary book
Bony
that I
legs.
loved as a kid.
Bony, it sounds scary.
Spooky. The drawings are really creepy. It's great.
Oh, but yeah, we used to pretend to do spells like in elementary
Yeah.
school.
funny.
But my mom has always been a little spooky.
Yes. Yeah, your mom has always been a little
A
bit
little
like
spooky, yeah.
sensitive and spooky.
And stories from my paternal grandfather, like
Yeah,
it just, I also think just like being from Louisiana, like you're
that's
just
huge.
a little bit more exposed to
Yes.
spookies.
Spookies.
But yeah, we got really my improv group Bombardo got really into crystals. Like I remember after like our first show, we went to a crystal shop after.
Fun.
That's when it started. So like 2006.
Yeah, dude.
We
Wow.
really got into our crystals.
Really into the crystals.
Which, obviously if they had crystal stores, it wasn't like we weren't the only people.
Right, right, right.
We would go to Stick, Stone, and Bone in in the Village in New York.
Stick, stone, and bone.
Sticks.
Funny. I hope it's still there.
It probably is.
I bet it is, huh?
Stick, Stone, and Bone.
That is a great name.
Yeah, let's look. Stick, Stone,
Stick,
and
stone, and bone. It feels like, was it kind of like the place in Buffy that
it was much smaller. It's still open.
Okay.
Yeah, it's currently open.
Cool.
Yeah, it's like a tiny little. It's on Christopher Street.
Great.
It's a
Oh,
new
that
age.
is fun.
Yeah, Stick, Stone, and Bone. It's very
Stick,
small
stone,
though.
and
Like
bone.
it's
Yeah, teeny tiny.
yeah. So
Cute.
7 girls piling in there after an improv show doing
After an
bits,
improv show is so funny.
being nightmares.
That rules.
But every time Bombardo gets together, if we have the majority of us, we do like we circle up and do stuff.
Yeah, hey,
Yeah.
whatever, man.
That's what you gotta do.
That's what you got to do. I mean, when you're an improv group, also you circle up and do shit.
Exactly. We just burn more stuff.
Yeah, that's more fun.
There's so many videos I have on my phone of us screaming and chanting in the wind.
Yes, good, good.
With like a hair blowing in the wind, chanting. We're gonna burn in
Funny.
hell.
Funny, funny.
All right, I'm gonna play another one.
Yeah.
Hey there, Marcy and Betsy. First off, I'd like to say thank y'all for your podcast. I'm late coming to it, so I just recently started listening. And so I started from the beginning, and I love it. I have a lot of spirit stories myself. My friends that I share my stories with say I scare them. My name is Kristy, and I'm from a small town in Tennessee. This story is my most recent, my favorite, because it is so personal. It happened the week before Thanksgiving. So me and my husband have been together for 10 years, and I've actually known him all my life, but we never hung out or anything like that at all back in the school days and stuff like that before we got together. But my best friend Kelly, she did hang with him and partied with him with other friends. He lived with his grandfather at his house back in that day, so they partied at his house a lot. I was a single parent by then, so I was a homebody at that point and didn't really go out much. So my husband had bought his grandfather's house when he passed back in the 90s. It was built in the late 30s. Me and my best friend Kelly, we've been best friends since she was 6 and I was 7. I'm 57 now, so just so you know how long that's been. She's the one and only person in this world that knows everything about every day of my whole life. Sadly, she passed away a couple of years ago, and of course I've been lost without her ever since. In the few years prior to her passing, she had lost both of her parents, which were basically my parents too. She had lost her husband. They had one daughter, Kelsey, who, now that Kelly is gone, had lost her whole family in a matter of just 3 or 4 years. Right before Kelly got sick, Kelsey had met and started dating this really good guy. So Kelly did get to know him before she passed. Kelsey got married this summer, and of course me and my husband went to the wedding, and it was beautiful. I have this necklace that I have that has some of Kelly's ashes in it, and I keep it on one of these shelves that are on the wall behind my bedroom door. I've always kept it there because I don't want her to be in the dark in my jewelry box with the other jewelry. So I've always kept it there on my shelf. These shelves, they're just the ones that are brackets down the wall, and the shelves can be adjusted however you want them. There's about 6 or 7 of them, and I have books that I've read on those shelves. I've got personal stuff. I've got some Marilyn Monroe mugs. It's just where I put all my memory type stuff, and then of course books, like I said, after I've read them. And these shelves are behind the door, so when the door is all the way open, you can't see them. Now, the door doesn't touch the shelves if it's open, but you can't see the shelves. So one night I got home from work, and I did my normal routine stuff. Like I said, this was the week before Thanksgiving. And then I went to my bedroom to change clothes, and I had worn the necklace that day, so as usual, I took it off and put it on the shelf where I always keep it. At this point, my husband, he was in the shower in his bathroom downstairs in the basement. It had been maybe 15 or 20 minutes or so after I changed clothes and put the necklace up. And I went in the living room and I sat down on the couch. I turned the TV on, was just fixing to see what was coming on. And the bedroom's right off the living room, so it's not too far from where I was sitting. And all of a sudden, there was this loud as hell crash. I mean, it was loud. I heard glass, I heard metal, I just heard all kinds of stuff. We have hardwood floors, so like I said, I just can't even explain how loud it was. So I got up and I turned the bathroom light on because it was just the easiest first light that I got to turn on first. And I looked around, didn't see anything. And then I noticed my bedroom door was almost shut. And we always keep it open, but it was almost shut. So I pushed it open and I reached in and turned on the light. And I looked around and then I looked down on the floor, and the one shelf, which is in the middle of all the 6 or 7 shelves that are up there, the one that had her necklace on it, everything on it had just exploded off of it. The books, the mugs, her necklace, everything. It just exploded into the back of the bedroom door, which is why I had shut it. It was crazy. I mean, even the shelf brackets out of the wall had exploded onto the floor. And it was just that one shelf. The ones below it were fine. The ones above it were fine. Nothing moved. Just that one. So not too long after that, my husband came upstairs and he asked me what the noise was. And that's how loud it was. He heard it from downstairs in the basement in the shower. And I said, well, Kelly, I guess just saying hi because I just put her necklace up, and just laughed about it. So about an hour or so later, my phone beeped from a text, and it was Kelsey. And she said, I have a surprise for you. And for whatever reason, I just instantly wrote back and asked her if she was going to have a baby. And I hit send. And as I was hitting send at the same time, she sent me a picture of her ultrasound. And tears just started just down my face. I just couldn't stop crying. I told Kelsey, I said, your mom is really excited because she just exploded the shelf in my room just after I'd put her necklace away a couple hours ago. And she actually said too, that Kelly had recently come to her in a dream and told her she was going to have a girl. And Kelsey had just found out that day she was having a girl. And like I said, I just couldn't stop crying because I just knew Kelly had just been there. She'd been there. I know she's there a lot, but I just knew then for sure she'd been there. And I sure do miss her. So then the follow-up to the story is, and then the weekend after Thanksgiving, my husband was out of town, so I was home alone for the weekend. And it was on that Sunday morning. It was early Sunday morning. She did it again. She threw some of the books off the shelf again. And these books were laying flat on the shelf, so they didn't just fall off. They exploded out of the back of the door. It was really loud. Woke me up straight out of the bed. I reached over, turned the light on, looked down and saw the books on the floor and the door almost shut again and just kind of laughed. But the funniest part to that story, because it's so fitting for her, it was at 4:20. So I hope y'all enjoy my story, and I sure do enjoy y'all's. Thanks for what you do.
Wow,
Okay.
420, man.
420. I want Kristy to talk all the time. I love her voice.
Me too.
I love it.
Wow. Oh, that's a really great story.
I know. And I was thinking, I was like, oh, Kelly was excited.
Yes. Yes. how cool. Yeah, like how cool to then really be like, wow, Kelly is around. Like Kelly
Oh,
is absolutely around.
absolutely. Yeah. And then it happened like, it was almost like she wanted to celebrate with her friend.
Yes, it's so nice. That's so nice.
It's so hard because like when we lose someone, we don't, they're not here. But for
Right,
them, they didn't lose us. They're still like, seeing us or
right.
being a part of the life and stuff.
Whoa, yeah.
For me, the not being able to talk part would be upsetting though.
Yeah, yeah. You'll figure it out. You'll find a way.
I'd be doing bits,
Lots of bits, lots of bits.
interrupting people constantly.
Okay, Marcy, we're just trying to have a conversation, okay?
Oh, everyone's like, no, what was I saying? I got interrupted at an important part.
The most important part.
You would think after 7 years and 3 podcasts, I'd get better at having a conversation.
No way.
No, I'm
No
bad.
way, dude.
8 years.
Way.
It's been 8 years.
Has it been 8 years?
Not with you and I, but that's when I started with Jess and Trish because
Funny.
Quincy was like 6 weeks old
Oh my God.
and he turned 8 in December.
Oh, cute. Cute.
And I
Wow.
saw him a few weeks ago. We were in a hot tub and he said, not a few weeks ago. Well, as listening to this, it will be, but he was like showing us, he was like, had his butt out of the water, just in his little swim trunks
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
And then he's like, okay, now you show me your butt. And Trish was like, Quincy, don't tell girls to show you their butts.
Funny. Funny. Funny.
I remember
What
when
a
he came out of the
cutie.
hospital. But yes, I've been doing it, podcasting for that long. But I love Kristy. I want to hear more stories, please.
Yeah. And keep us updated if like Kelly does more stuff.
Yes. Also, like curious because you're in Tennessee, so that's the Smoky Mountains over there.
Smoky Mountains. Have you been to Dollywood?
Yes, we want to go. You've been.
I've been in it. Rules. I want to go back. I want to go back. It's so cool.
So fun. I want to go. I haven't been.
It's the best.
I did go when I was in Pigeon Forge. I did go to that lady and I shouldn't have, but I was with my family. You don't make these choices. I went to Paula Dean's restaurant.
Oh, how was it?
Good. It was so good. She is great.
Bet, dude.
Butter.
Butter.
Put butter in
everywhere.
everything.
Butter everywhere.
She did say a slur, but
A bunch.
a bunch. Was it on tape or something?
I can't remember, but she definitely got busted.
It was so long ago that I think she got uncanceled by then. I mean, by now, right? Like
Yeah,
people
but I don't know. She's not like I don't know.
she's
what
so
she's
old,
doing.
so it's hard.
Yeah,
She still has restaurants, though, is what I'm saying.
I
Like,
bet. Okay, I
let's
bet.
see. What's Paula Dean up to? Look at it. Wow. Google her and you're gonna get a jump scare, guys.
Oh my God, really?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna
Just
Google her. Hold
you
on,
Google
hold on.
her, you're gonna get a jump scare.
Does she have a new face? Did she get a new face?
No, it's just the first picture that comes up is
Okay.
she got you.
Okay, I'm excited. Let me see. What'd you Google? What is Paula Dean up to?
No, I just Googled Paula Dean. Did you get her?
Go!
Yeah. Yeah.
That is a jump scare.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
Oh no, Delish Magazine. Are you okay? Fans are worried about Paula Dean after her Instagram post. What did she post? Oh, that she looks very thin. You know what, guys?
Oh yeah, she looks thin. She lost some weight.
Look, I don't want to shock everyone, but the past 2 years have been the years of everyone losing weight, and they're all fine.
Everybody's doing okay.
When you see a lady who's historically been heavy her whole life, heavier, then all of a sudden they're not. I think we can all put two and two together. Although sometimes it is illness, in which case it's rude to ask.
She has diabetes.
Huh?
That's probably part of she has type 2 diabetes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that was in 2009. She was wow.
2009, she was what? Hello, Betsy?
She had diabetes. Sorry, my internet went. I feel once I start looking at stuff, Zoom is like, we're not going to work good.
Hey, guess what? We're no longer working.
Fair enough.
Also, this has nothing to do with your podcast. So if you don't care about your podcast, neither do I.
Then I don't either, man.
Then guess what? If Marcy's derailing this, she's not serious about this.
Marcy's not serious about it.
She's not serious.
She's not serious.
All right. Should I play one last one? Do we have time?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I think we do.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to play one last one. Hold, please.
Holding.
Hi, Betsy and Marcy. I've listened to your show for a long time now. I've written a few stories that have been read on your show, including one about the haunted hotel I worked in. I found it very entertaining that you guys tried to guess what hotel it was. You didn't even come close. But recently I've been hearing on your show a lot of people talking about the dreams and the little winks they've gotten after they've lost a loved one. And I wanted to tell you about the last one that I got from my ex after he passed away. And I call him my ex because we did break up before he passed away. But I loved him so much, even after we broke up. I wanted to spend my life righting the wrongs that I had done to him. And I didn't get that chance. He died about 6 months after we had broken up. After he passed away, I had dreams about him at least once a week. We would talk for hours, and he would tell me all that he could about the afterlife. And then about 4 years ago, I had a dream. It was a nightmare. I was having a nightmare, and I was trapped in a hotel with my friends, and we were trapped because there was a zombie apocalypse happening outside. There were zombies outside the window. There were zombies in the hotel hallway. We were thoroughly trapped in this hotel room. And then all of a sudden, something burst through the wall and grabbed me by the shoulder and just yanked me through the wall. And then I was outside. And there were no zombies. There were no cars. I was in an empty parking lot outside the hotel. And I turned around. And there he was. And I was so happy. I thought he had saved me. We talked for a minute. And I realized that he had brought someone with him. He had brought a friend that I had only seen in pictures. His good friend that had died shortly before we had met. That he was so heartbroken to have lost. And he introduced me. And we talked. And then he said, "Listen, I'm so sorry, but this is the last time I can come visit you." And then I woke up. And it's been 4 years. And I haven't seen him. I haven't felt his presence in the ways that I used to. in 4 years. I wasn't sure if I believed in ghosts or the afterlife before that experience, but there's not a doubt in my mind. After. I don't know why he can't visit me anymore. I don't know if it's a choice he made. I don't know. People have told me to go to a medium and see if I can contact him, and I just feel like that would be a violation of his afterlife. So I haven't. I just keep hoping that maybe one day he'll let me know that he's here again. But I'm still just hoping. I'm so sorry that this is not a happy, fun story, or even a spooky story. It's just sad. But it's what made me believe in the afterlife, and I just wanted to share. Don't shit your pants. Thank you for this wonderful podcast.
Thank you for saying don't shit your pants.
Yes.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, that's I really
Oof.
feel for Hugh, but I've been unfortunately thinking a lot about this
Yeah.
and talking a lot about it because I went through a loss recently, and I think, Hugh, your instinct is right to be like, it's not, I wouldn't say going to a medium would be a violation, but my instinct is, and I don't know this person at all, is that it thinks it's time for you to
That's
move
what I
on.
was feeling. And especially when it's Hugh. Is that who?
Hmm.
Especially when Hugh felt that he shouldn't go to a
Yeah.
medium, where it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that is kind of the move to like, yeah, where it is
And
kind of like, okay,
and it's like I was saying earlier, like we lose them, they don't lose us. They know exactly where we
right,
are.
right.
But I think that he might be doing a kindness in that, life
Yes.
is for the living. Like that's when we're here and we're in our corporal form and we're doing this life, this is
Yes.
for us.
Yes.
And it's not like the people on the other side are so fine. They are
Yeah.
okay. And they don't even
Yeah.
have to miss us because they got eyes. They got eyes
Right.
on us. They know exactly what's
Right.
happening. And even if they see us going through hardships and stuff, they have perspective about like what this life is and that it's not permanent, that it's just a
Yeah.
moment, even if it could feel long for us, for them, all this stuff is like so quick.
Yeah.
So quick. So 4 years, so quick.
Yeah, totally.
And yeah, this life is for the people who are alive. And we don't forget the other ones,
Yes.
but we keep going.
Yeah.
And we have to find goodness and happiness in it. And how cool that he showed you that he was with someone that was a friend. Like he's
Yes.
not like
And
he's
that he
okay.
like talked to you about the
Oh
afterlife and
my
stuff. That's
gosh.
cool.
I think, it's so hard with grief. And everyone has their own process, but, you say it's sad, but I think in a way that when you get to a point, you can look back and be like, that wasn't sad. I'll see him again. I'll be with him. I'll meet the friends that I didn't
Right.
get to meet.
Right.
And that was, so special that I got to spend that extra time.
Yes.
And
And
even,
that you got like kind of a warning of like, okay, this is it.
yeah,
Like
it's a goodbye.
a goodbye. Yeah. A final, like, okay, this is it. Goodbye. Wow.
And as far as like trying to right the wrongs, it's something like I remember once my mom was talking about how like the last like a day or two before my grandfather died that she felt guilty because she was mean to him or she was like frustrated with him or something. And I
Yeah.
was like, that's a moment.
Yes.
That's like in the grand scheme of it all.
And we as humans, it feels like those negative moments really stand out because we don't like, we don't like how we're behaving, where it's like that's 5% of what happened. 95% was great that we don't even like think
Yeah.
about because we're like, yeah, it was just nice and cool.
And like clearly, if he's coming to visit, he's not holding those against you.
Yeah.
Like he came to visit and then he wanted you to let go. So I don't know. Like I said, I
Yes,
can't process
totally.
it for you, but I very much am of the belief that like on the other side, they see things very clearly
Yeah.
and they're okay because they can't be hurt.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We're the ones in the shit over here.
Yeah, we're deep in it.
We're
It's
deep
like-
in
and
it, man.
keeps rising, man. The poop
Hello,
keeps
what's going on?
rising.
But also, that's really why we have to milk as much goodness from this life as possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bring it out
Bring it out into the jar.
into the
Get
jar.
that goodness jar going.
Get it going, keep it. So yeah, I know that it feels sad, but
Oh, yeah.
I think there could be some hope in it too.
Yeah, totally.
Well,
Because it is like, he's still with you, Hugh.
yeah,
Like,
he just wants, to
yeah.
let you do your thing.
Yeah,
It's time to do your
which
thing.
is so nice.
Yeah. They'll be there.
Wow. Yeah, he'll be there.
Absolutely.
That's nice.
Yeah. Well, bittersweet.
Did you hear my tummy grumble?
It crumbled or grumbled?
No, it grumbled.
Oh, it says
I
it's
guess I have a
time.
different mic, so maybe you didn't hear it.
No.
Oh, it's grumbling.
Oh, it's saying, Betsy, can you wrap up this podcast so I can go get a meal?
Feed me.
Feed me, Betsy, feed me.
Hey, tummy, I will. I'm sorry.
Well, these were great and
Really
heartwarming.
great.
And I please keep sending more to us.
Yes.
We
please.
beg. We beg.
Please. We love them.
We love them.
Really nice little distraction from stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good. Yeah.
Good. All right, guys. Well, you all take care. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy, and don't shit your pants.
That was a HeadGum podcast.